Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am discussing the important questions for the board examination ICSE class 10th. This is for ICSE class 10th. See, name the following: the nerve that transmits impulses from the ear to the brain. It is auditory nerve. The scientific study of human population demography, the hormones secreted by beta cells of islets of Langerhans, it is insulin, beta cells, insulin, and if alpha cells, then it is glucagon. The energy currency of cells, ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. The part of the brain which is concerned with the memory, it is cerebrum. Complete the following statements by filling in the blanks with the appropriate word from the choices given in bracket. You must rewrite the complete statement. The site of light reaction in the cells of a leaf is grana. The vascular bundle consists of xylem and phloem. The chemical substance used to test the presence of starch in the cell of a leaf is iodine. The blood vessel that begins and ends in capillaries is the hepatic portal vein. The site of fertilization in the human female is oviduct or fallopian tube. Now, here given below in the box set of 22 biological terms. Of these, 21 can be paired into 10 matching pairs. Of the 11 pairs, one has been done for you, that is adenosine triphosphate energy molecule. Okay, just see here, I have made the pairs here. You can look over there. Deoxyribonucleic acid, chromosomes, neurotransmitter, acetylcholine, vaccine, weakened microbes, antibiotic, penicillin, melanin, mammalian layer, spinal cord, neuron, adipose tissue, subcutaneous layer, grana, chloroplast, centriole, present in cytoplasm in animal cell. Any one term can be given and you can pair with the anyone over here, right? Okay, now just see here. Given below is an example of certain structure and its special function activity. Kidney excretion, same pattern, ribosomes, protein synthesis, blood platelets, blood clotting, cochlea, hearing, hydatodes, guttation, alveoli, exchange of gases. This respiration is not in your syllabus right now. Here, select the odd one out. Insulin, blood sugar, adrenaline, thyroxine, blood sugar. Rest are hormones. Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, prolactin. Prolactin is odd one out. Larynx, pancreas, testis, ovary. They are all the endocrine glands. Larynx is a part of the verse. Cerebrum, cranium, cerebellum, pons. Here they are the parts of the brain. Cranium, it is the brain box. It is odd one out. Cell wall, plastids, large vacuole, centrosome. Centrosome is odd one out. This is also not in your syllabus. The diagram shown below is the lateral section of the testis of the man. Studied carefully and answer the following question. Label the parts 1 to 4. 1 is 1 to 4. 1 is vas deferens, 2 is seminiferous tubule, 3 is testis, and 4th is epididymis. Right? State the function of the part labeled 1. The function is to transport sperms from the testis towards the outside. Second, state the function. Fourth, to store sperms in epididymis. State the function of part 1 labeled, that is to transport sperms from the testis towards the outside. State the function of the part labeled 4. The part labeled 4 is epididymis. It is to store sperms. Which hormone is produced by the testis? It is testosterone. Which cells produce testosterone? Which cells produce testosterone? Which cells, that is the Leydig or interstitial cells, produce testosterone? Give biological reasons. On a bright sunny day, the leaves of certain plants roll up to reduce the rate of transpiration. Marine fish burst when thrown under the tap water. Because why it varies? Due to end osmosis, because water goes on entering inside size, and due to increase in the concentration of water, it bursts. The blood in the arteries flows in spurt. That is due to the ventricular contraction. It is due to the ventricular contraction when the blood pressure increases and the arteries expand as the blood flows. It is advisable to breathe through nose and not through the mouth. Yes, it is a breathe through nose, not through the mouth, to prevent the entry of the germs and dust particles. Why? To prevent the entry of the germs and test dust particles. Plasmolysis phenomenon is applied for making jams, pickles in daily life, yes, because it prevents the growth of microorganisms and preserves the food. It prevents the growth of the microorganisms and it prevents the growth. Right? Now here in this figure alongside represents the figure here demonstrate experiment photosynthesis answer. Label the parts 1, 2 and 3. See, part 1 is oxygen, 2 is your water, they are oxygen stored, and this is there. What is the aim of the experiment? It forms the demonstrate that oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis. What plant should you suggest for performing the experiment? It is the hydrilla. Name the process which is reverse of photosynthesis. In terms of the end products, reverse of photosynthesis is respiration. Write the overall chemical reaction, the name the process, that is C6H12O6 plus 6O2, 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy, 38 ATP molecules of energy is released. Now you see in the question, next one, the following simplified diagram refers to an outline plan of the circulation of the blood in the mouth. Study the diagram and write the number and the name of the blood vessels in each stemmed under. It is here that here several hours after meal, see here, several hours after a meal containing a lot of protein, which vessel will contain the highest concentration of urea? It is the 7th hepatic portal vein will contain the highest concentration of urea. Which vessel would contain the highest concentration amino acids and glucose soon after a meal? It is also the hepatic portal vein, which is entering through the liver from the different parts of the alimentary canal. Which vessel begins and ends in capillaries? It is the hepatic portal vein that begins with the capillaries and ends in capillaries. Which vessel will contain the smallest number of RBCs per unit volume, per unit, how much the number of volume RBC? It is 72. And which vessel contains the less? It is the hepatic portal vein. Blood vessel, hepatic one. In which vessel will the blood carry the most oxyhemoglobin? It is also most oxygen. It is in the pulmonary vein. That is the 9th one here. When in lungs, blood is oxygenated and it goes back to the heart. This contains maximum amount of oxygen, right? Name the relationship between the first two words and suggest the suitable words for the fourth. As thylakoid, chloroplast, cristae, mitochondria. Cones, iodopsin, rods, rhodopsin. Stomata, transpiration, hydathosis, guttation. Lub, arterioventricular walls, then dub. It is dub. It is semilunar walls. Coronary artery provides blood to the heart, then hepatic artery it to the liver. To the liver. Now here the diagram given below in the cross section of the human eye. Name the parts labeled 1 to 3. See, 1 is sclerotic, 2 is choroid, 3 is retina, 4 is yellow spot or fovea centralis, 5th is optic nerve, this is blind spot, this is lens, 8th it is aqueous humor, 12th it is cornea, 9th it is pupil, this whole is called the pupil, and this is iris, and this is the vitreous humor. Give the functions of the part labeled 1 and 2. Part labeled 1, it forms the outermost tough connective tissues. Label 1, it forms outermost tough sclerotic layer formed of this, and the function of the 3, it is the photosensitive layer to receive the image. Retina, it receives the formation of image takes place over there. Mechanism of part 4 and 7. Part 4 yellow means the sharpest image is formed. Part 7, the lens here it focuses the image on the retina. It focuses the image on the retina. What would happen if part 5 is damaged? अगर part 5 optic nerve damage हो जाएगी तो क्या होगा? तो यहाँ से इंफॉर्मेशन जो भी इमेज बनी है उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन ब्रेन पर है. The image produced on the retina will not be conveyed to the brain and we are not able to see. identify the object what it is, right? The following diagram represents the human brain. Just a minute. It is of the human brain. Name the parts labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 1 is cerebrum, 2 is cerebellum, 3 is medulla oblongata, 4th is spinal cord. Mention the difference in the arrangement of the nerve cells in the part marks. In 1 cerebrum, इसमें साइटन बाहर की तरफ, एक्शन अंदर की तरफ. 4 में साइटन अंदर की तरफ और एक्शन बाहर की तरफ होते हैं. What is the main function of the part mark 3? Main function of medulla, it controls all your involuntary action, जैसे कि breathing है, respiration है, excretion है, ये सारे जो हमारे कंट्रोल से बाहर होते हैं, involuntary actions को सारे कंट्रोल. Main function. Name the sheet of the nerve which connects two halves of the cerebrum. It is corpus callosum. Two hemispheres को corpus callosum जो आपस में connect करता है. Network of the nerve fibers. Name the say. What is the function of the part 4? It controls spinal cord. All reflex actions are controlled by the spinal cord. Now see, the diagram below is set up to demonstrate the experiment. 1, 2, 3, 4, the light, dim light and dark. यहाँ पर snails are kept here in these two. Here they are there. Here the wire gauge is there. Okay. Now here weed was placed in 5-filled water-filled tube. The experiment was set up as shown in the diagram. Tubes were left for turn. Now write the correct answer of the 5 available. In which tube would you expect the greatest increase in dry weight of the pond wheat? सेकेंड ट्यूब में, क्योंकि जो स्नेल जो है वो उसको कंडेंस करेगा. इन विच ट्यूब यू वुड एक्सपेक्ट टू फाइंड प्लांट विद द लीस्ट अमाउंट ऑफ द स्टार्च? इट इज इन 5 वाटर गेज. इसमें स्टार्च कम होगा क्योंकि वीड यहाँ पर स्नेल नहीं है जो उसको डस्ट नहीं करेगा. द ट्यूब इन विच मोस्ट ऑक्सीजन वुड बी फाउंड, ये नंबर 1 में, क्योंकि यहाँ लाइट है, लाइट में फोटोसिंथेसिस ज्यादा होगी तो ऑक्सीजन ज्यादा एवॉल्व होगी. द ट्यूब इन द लीस्ट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वुड बी फाउंड, लीस्ट इसी में भी होगी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. क्यों? क्योंकि ये लाइट में है तो फोटोसिंथेसिस होगा, तो जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकलेगी वो फोटोसिंथेसिस में यूज हो जाएगी, तो लीस्ट कार्बन है. द ट्यूब इन विच द प्लांट वुड सर्वाइव फॉर द शॉर्टेस्ट लेंथ ऑफ द टाइम, 5, क्योंकि ये डार्क में है, पॉन्ड वीड में है, तो ये डार्क में है, फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होगा. फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होगा तो फूड सिंथेसाइज नहीं होगा. फूड ने जब बिना फूड के तो वो ज्यादा सर्वाइव नहीं करेगा. ठीक है. The following diagram represent the vertical section of the human female reproductive system. Now label the parts indicated by the guidelines 1 to 8. See, this is the oviduct, this is funicle. Funnel जो होते हैं ना, fimbriae, वो part है इसका. ये है ureter, ये है vagina. 5th is ovary, 6th is uterus. 7th is, this is the urinary bladder and this is the urethra. There. How does the uterus prepares for the reception of a how does the uterus prepare for the reception of a zygote? See, the cell wall of the uterus here, the wall of the uterus becomes thick and vascular for the attachment of the embryo. What happens to the uterus if fertilization takes place? See, it remains thick and highly vascular till partition. जो कि थिक चौड़ा हो जाता है, काफी मतलब इलास्टिसिटी वस्कुलर होता है, कंडेंस्ड होता है, जिसकी partition till the birth of the child. Now the fourth one, what happens to the uterus if fertilization has failed? अगर fertilization नहीं होता क्या? The destructive or the menstrual phase sets in at the end of the previous menstrual cycle. तो उससे क्या होता है, जो layer form thickened जो vascular layer होती है वो degenerate होते हैं menstrual cycle के through. Define menarche. The beginning of the menstrual cycle in the young girl, it is called the menarche. The beginning of the menstrual cycle is called the menarche. Now here is the diagram. Select the correct answer. Here is the diagram. Apparatus with high source tension. After 15 minutes, the number of bubbles per minute from the cut stem was recorded. The light source was removed 20 centimeters away from the plant, left 15 minutes, and the number of bubbles per minute was again recorded. The experiment was repeated in the light source at the 40, 60, 80 centimeters. That is to measure the rate of transpiration. Here, 10 centimeter light source, tap water, pond weed. ये pond weed है, इसमें tap water है, और यहाँ पर beaker में water. Select the correct answer there. From the graph, it seems like that the rate of bubbling per minute at 50 centimeter could have been 50 सेंटीमीटर पर कितने होंगे 3.5. ये है 50, ये है 5, ये होगा 3.5. It will be 3. The gas produced by the plant during the experiment, it was क्योंकि photosynthesis में oxygen evolved होती है, and the gas collected come due to the breakdown of water. ये water में होती है, ये हम oxygen experiment से पहले थे. जो water oxygen gas निकलती है, ये photolysis of water से निकलती है. If ice were added to the water, then the rate of bubble formation could decrease because temperature. अगर हम ice करेंगे तो water का temperature down होगा. Temperature down होगा तो photosynthesis का rate भी नीचे, क्योंकि जैसे ही टेम्परेचर नीचे जाता है तो फोटोसिंथेसिस है, और जैसे ही टेम्परेचर थोड़ा ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर पर फोटोसिंथेसिस का रेट ज्यादा होता है, ये जनरली 25 से 30 डिग्री के बीच में. और आइस डालने से टेम्परेचर बहुत डाउन होगा तो रेट ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस भी डाउन हो जाता है. If some sodium bicarbonate is added to the water, the rate of bubble formation increases because more photosynthesis. अगर जो हम सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट डालते हैं तो उससे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकलती है बाइकार्बोनेट डालने से, और जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकलती है तो उससे जो है रेट ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस बढ़ जाता है. Now here given below in the diagram smear of human blood, study the name and then answer the question. See here, for this one it is the RBCs, they are WBCs, they are the platelets, it is the fluides plasma. Name the parts labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. I told you already. Mention the two structural differences between the parts labeled by RBC. See, RBC is nucleus absent, WBC is nucleus present. RBCs, they are the round shaped biconvex cells. WBCs, they are amoeboid, they change their different shape. RBCs, they contain the pigment, hemoglobin. WBCs, they do not contain any pigment. What is the main difference? Main function of the parts labeled 1, 2, and 3. Main function, RBCs, they transport oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen lung से body के different parts में ले जाना, और different parts body से carbon dioxide को वापस lungs में ले जाना. WBCs, they fight against the infection, immunity body की बढ़ाती हैं, phagocytosis process. 3, they help in the blood clotting. Platelets, they help in blood clotting. What is the lifespan of the part level 1? It is RBCs. इसका लाइफ जो है 120 days होते हैं. Name the soluble protein found in 4 which helps in the clotting. It is the fibrinogen protein. Now here fifth one, while it use leaf, yes, wilted lettuce leaf if kept in cold water becomes crisp. Give the reason. See, wilted lettuce leaves absorbs wilted lettuce leaves absorb water by deplasmolysis and becomes turgid and therefore crisp. Second one is, it is advisable not to sleep under a tree at night. See, during trees they respire ऑक्सीजन एंड गिव ट्रीज ऑल्सो रेस्पायर. रात में फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होता है, सिर्फ रेस्पिरेशन होता है, तो उसमें क्या होता है, वो ऑक्सीजन लेती हैं और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड देती है. एट नाइट व्हेन द स्लीप्स अंडर द ट्री इट विल फील सफोकेटेड बिकॉज एट डे टाइम बोथ रेस्पिरेशन फोटोसिंथेसिस और ऑक्सीजन कंटेंट रिमेन हाई, क्योंकि जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होती है वो यूटिलाइज हो जाती है, और रात में जो है फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होता तो वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड यूटिलाइज नहीं हो पाती. यूरिन इज स्लाइटली थिकर इन समर than in the water, because in summer a person loses water by in summer a person loses water by perspiration and through the urination, while in winter water is lost mostly through the urination. So due to the scarcity of water in summer, urine is more concentrated in summer than in the winter. Noise is regarded as unwanted because noise disturbs the concentration of mind, it causes physical discomfort, and it may damages temporarily or permanently the eardrum. How does a driver apply brakes of immediately after seeing a child? That is due to the reflex action. Immediately sees the child, applies the brakes, it is a reflex action. Now here, in order to study the particular physiological process in plant, the following is study. Name the physical process being studied. It is the aerobic respiration. No, this is not over there, not for you. Yes, that's all for this question. You are able to, this is not in your syllabus. These questions, I hope they will be helpful for you. You are able to get it. And we will discuss more questions of the another one.